Today we are going to discuss real numbers. It is example 5. Consider the numbers 4 to the power n, where n is a natural number. Check whether there is any value of n for which 4 power n ends with the digit 0. Ends with the digit 0. So let us proceed. See, what they are asking means, say for example 2 to the power n. N means n if you substitute 3. Say for example, that means n is equal to 3, no? 2 cube equal to 8. So like that, whether it will end with 0, the last digit it is end with 0 or not. If we expand 4 to the power n it can be any number. Say for example 4 n is equal to 2 means 4 square. 4 square equal to 16. You see it is end with digit 6. 4 cube means 64, no? It end with digit 4. So like that, whether it will end with digit 0 or not. 4 to the power n is equal to 0 or not. N can be any number, for any value of n, whether it will end with 0 or not. So that we need to check it out. So let us proceed. So let us get the prime factors of 4. 4 equal to, easily you can tell, 4 is equal to 2 square. 4 is equal to 2 square, no? 4 is equal to 2 square, no? Then 4 to the power n is equal to 2 square the whole power n. 2 square the whole power n. So which is equal to 2 to the power 2n. 2 to the power 2n we are getting. So according to the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, if any factors of 4, if it is along with 5, then only it will end with 0. It will end with 0. Then it would be divisible by 5. It end with 0 means it will be divisible by 5, no? If it is end with 0 means if it will be divisible by 5, no? Say for example 10 means it is divisible by 5. So one time it is 2 times. So if it is divisible by 5 means it will end with 0. That means it should contain any one prime factor of 5. It should contain the prime factor 5. Here it is no other way of getting the any other number 5. It will be there in the prime factors of 4, because according to the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, the uniqueness of the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, every composite number we can write as a product of primes. That prime factors are unique. That means only 2 square only will give you 4. Apart from any other number, if you multiply, we will not get 4 except these 2 square. So in that way, it is not having the 5 as a prime factor, so it will not end with the digit 0. So what we need to write? We need to write the statements. So let us write. See, it would be divisible by 5. Say for example, if it ends with 0, if 4 power n for any n, 4 power n bracket you can write for any value of n end with the digit 0, where end with digit 0. 4 power n where to end with the digit 0. Then it would be divisible by 5. If end with 0 means it will be divisible by 5. Then it would be divisible by 5. That means the prime factorization of 4 that it should contain the prime 5. If it is divisible by 5 means the factors of 4 contains 5. But according to the fundamental theorem of the uniqueness or the fundamental of theorem of the fundamental theorem of arithmetic By the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, there is no other primes. There is no other primes of 4 except 2 square. Except 2 square, we won't get any other primes. So there is no natural number n. Therefore, there is no natural number n for which 4 power n ends with the digit 0. Ends with the digit 0. 4 ends with the digit 0. So in the other page, so we'll continue the sixth sum simultaneously. See, this is the example number 6. So we need to find the LCM and HCF of 6 and 20. Find the LCM and HCF of 6 and 20. So let us proceed. Let's find the LCM of 6 and 20. See here, 6 and 20. So what we'll do is, let us find the factorization method. So let us get the factors of 6. 2 into 3, which is equal to 2 to the power 1 into 3 to the power 1. So 20. 2 4s are 20. I'm sorry, 2 4s are 8. So 2 10s are 20. 2 10s are 20. 2 10s are 20. 2 5s are 10. So now 2 square into 5. 2 square into 5. So now let us get the LCM. LCM of 6, 20 is equal to, LCM is highest common factor and uncommon. Highest common factor and uncommon. Highest common factor and uncommon. So you see here, out of the common, highest is 2 square. Out of the common, highest power is 2 square, and the uncommon into 3 into 1. So which is equal to 3 into 5. 3 into, this is 5. I mean 3 to the power 1 into 5. 3 5s are 15, no. 2 square is 4. So 4 15s are 60. 4 15s are 60. Then HCF. HCF of 6, 20. HCF of 6, 20 is equal to least common. Out of the common, least. See, mark the common, only 2 square. It is not there, no common. So 2 to the power 1, which is equal to 2. 2 to the power 1 is equal to 2. So now this is the LCM and HCF. So therefore, LCM of 6, 20 is equal to, therefore, LCM of 6, 20 is equal to 60, HCF is equal to 2. Now the sixth one, sixth sum. Find the HCF of 96 and 404 by the prime factorization method. Hence find their LCM. So let us proceed. So let us get the factors of 96. 96, 248, 224, 212, 212 and 26, 23. Two to the power 5 into 3. 2 to the power 5 into 3. Then for 404. 404 is equal to 2 times 202. 2 times 101, which is equal to 2 square into 101. 2 square into 101. So now we need to find the HCF. So HCF means out of the common least. It is called the least common HCF means. So now HCF of 96, 404 which is equal to 2 square which is equal to 4. HCF is equal to 4 by the prime factorization method. So now we need to find LCM as well as we need to find the LCM. We need to find the LCM. So LCM, highest common and uncommon. Highest common and uncommon. So highest common and uncommon. So before that, so we know the formula HCF of A comma B into LCM of A comma B is equal to A into B. HCF of A comma B into LCM of A comma B equal to A into B. So we know that HCF of this thing is equal to, so let us substitute HCF of 96, 404 into LCM of 96, 404 into 96 into 404. So now HCF of this number, it is 4. 4 into LCM of 96, 404 which is equal to 96 into 404. So now we need LCM. LCM of 96, 404 is equal to 96 into 404 by 4. 96 into 40 by 4. So now 2 4s are 8, remainder 116, 4 4s are 16. 24 into 404. So now 404 into 24. Which is equal to 9696. That is the LCM. Therefore LCM of 96, 404 is equal to 96 and 96. And HCF this one. And therefore HCF of 96, 404 equal to 4. Thank you.